Okay. I just want to say thank you, God. I'm hearing these people, as they prep for the frame, they're like, oh, they're going to say your name. I'm like, yes, because, and I think what they're saying is these people, these children actually, they're going to say that I did something to, will say my name, which is what is called a frame. It's funny, and the reason why they say these things is because they want to stay in character, right? When you this compromise, you see, you're this file, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but you kind of still, you want to stay in character, you want to be able to perform accordingly. And you really want to block out the reality that truly that's really what you're part of. Now you are here framing people and coming up with ways to put this false reality. For me, memory manipulation has been changed. It's been a lot of that. They can do whatever they can, and that's why I record all of it because I can go back to the memory manipulation and try to create a process, a thought process to make you be doubtful. Listen, I'm so thankful to God that I get to find out who is talking to me, what these people are, and the low life that they are. Now, this is people who are involved in some of the foulest thing you can imagine. But to be involved in this program means that you feel like God. You have the ability to rewire thoughts, manipulating the, memories and reaction, and try to create a false reality. And I'd rather die in hell than involving myself in a program that does these things. Because what it means is you're not only doing that to me and adults, but even children that put in this program. I already die and freaking starve to death. They want me to accept this manipulation because what's happening today is I'm forced to see, experience reaction toward children in these nasty ways. And they want me to identify to this. And they try to paint this false reality. These people working for pedophiles, meaning that the entities that run this program have issues with pedophilia. It's been confirmed of that. It's been validated. It's been verified of that. So you have these perps, these losers, these bottom feeders who at this point still want to enjoy the fantasy they live in. As in this godly feeling they feel when they can manipulate a human being. The thing with me, what I tell them is you can do this thing remotely. The second you think that I don't see you for what you are, you're gonna be making a big mistake. And I'm not saying I'm gonna be aggressive, but it's not gonna be looking good. Because this trash, they are living for a program that does even torture children. But on top of that, the way they want you to accept false memories is every time they create these false narrations, these false thoughts, they start bringing up how you're gonna be tortured. Oh, I die for this. I'm like, whatever I die for, I'm sorry, I'm dying for the same thing this child is suffocating for. This man is gonna kill me? Okay, but I was already dead because this program is torturing me just like it's torturing children. And I will never identify to this false narrative that you want me to accept. These people really want, and the thing is, some of these people, I don't respect them. That's the thing in the first place. I do not, they cannot influence me in the sense of I see them for the trash that they are, truly. I truly see them as human low life trash. Whatever's gonna happen to me, however I'm gonna die, fasting or whatever, okay. Whatever theatrical torture I'm gonna go through, I'd rather die this way because these people are low life trash that force human beings, force adult people to have sexual stimulation toward babies, children. They're festering in different ways. That trash waiting, they're gonna get theirs. I know. They know too. Not today though. This is the false memories they kind of create, and the false memory about that is they try to change the perception of what I saw, or who I saw, and who this person is, and try to create a narration that's falsified. I remember going to the laundromat shortly after August 19, 2019. I go there. There's this woman, someone looking at me, um, and she had like a full-on hijab and the dress and the whole thing except the face cover. And you can see that even though she has a hijab, she's definitely a very beautiful woman. I would give her early 30s, about my age or so at the time. And she was doing laundry for everybody. You can see that she's doing things for kids too. There's like a bunch of laundry. You can see that she's perhaps the woman, the wife that handles things at home. And she's somebody in her 30s, but she still has like this kind of younger looking face. But you can see it's just like a 30-some-year-old woman, um, and definitely beautiful woman, but fully dressed on the hijab. Now, actually, what she reminds me of like a roommate I have that was like younger. It was like 25-year-old. She looked like her, but plus 10 years or so, 10, 8 years. She looked like an older version of my roommate. And so, what they're trying to do now, and as I'm saying that, you see how they try to like make it hard for me to speak because they want me to have some doubts. Because and the way they try to make me feel so doubtful is like, oh, kill him, because they want me to imagine that this person is not an adult. It's for sure not only an adult, but an adult that is closer to my age, if not older. Um, and they want me to be doubtful. And they, the way they try to trick me around is because there's been this like person around here who I thought was uh, more of an adult, and then I see her clothes, I was like, oh, what the hell? And when you see her, she's just some weird. I call her Dongoro, and she said, hey, she was talking to me using this like scrapes. And I looked at her, I was like, ooh, closer. But from afar, it looked like she was definitely an older person. When you see her closer, you're like, ooh. Now, this is a woman that with the hijab and everything that was literally passing by. I could see her close here, and you can see, clearly that this is a grown woman that's the same age as you. But they tried to be doubtful. Like, but you see how you kind of like thought this person was definitely older than you got closer? Yeah. But you remember, let me just repeat that because I'm talking to perps. But I was this close with this woman, and it's very apparent that she was an adult woman. Matter of fact, I think my age, if not older than me. But I'm not that much, I'm not very much, I'm not old. So I would call her still a young woman. And so they want me to be doubtful about that. It's like, no, but you see, the narration comes and they start trying to tell me that you're going to be, oh, it's going to be killed. It's like, okay, I'll be killed. This woman with the hijab was doing laundry for her family. She's definitely somebody who's around my age, if not my age, if not maybe a little bit younger, a little bit older than me. Matter of fact, she reminded me of my roommate plus 10 years. Like my roommate a few years older than her. But they're trying to make me think something else. And so, it's going to be like a lot of manipulations. And you hear the sirens because the truth is they want you to identify with these manipulations. Because today what's happening, I'm looking at women, sorry, that's what they make me say, children who aren't women, and try to make me see them in these sexual, disgusting ways. So what they try to do now is like make me imagine somebody who they can try to make me imagine her to be a non-woman, a kid. To make me to make me believe that, you see, that's you. You see, he thought this woman was a beautiful woman. She's not a woman. She's like, yes, she's not only a woman. She's somebody who's my age, if not older than me. But this trash, yes, are not women. They're kids. They're lowlifes. They're poor kids that you guys are going to guide them to frame me, which they're going to get this for. And their life after that, it's not going to be fun. Something's going to come at a good price. But today they're having fun like kids who don't know that these things going to come back to them in ways that's going to be so horrible. Because when you are here being groomed to be framing people, to destroy somebody's life, you better expect something good to come to you. And no fight I'm going to go through, no pinning down and whatever torture I'm going to go through is going to change that for you. You deluded, you dumbass, childlike retards that they're taking advantage of, they're exploiting your dumbass. But it's okay. You're brave, you're admirable. Target individuals, stay strong. They are reconstructing reality however they can to make you accept these manipulations. This grown woman with a hijab on, now in my head they try to make me imagine her to be a child. And I think it's because she, although looked like an adult grown woman, she looked a little bit, she had like a younger look. But you can tell she's an adult woman that is not only an adult, but I'm talking about like in her 30s adult. which at the time I was about the same age. Matter of fact, reminding me a little bit of my roommate who really much have a baby face, who is a 25-year-old at the time, but like maybe 10 years or so, a little bit less than 10 years older than her. A adult looking version of my roommate who's an adult but didn't look too adulty sometimes. So you gotta be strong because right now they're gonna try to push you into accept this false reality. I know reality is gonna be redesigned and they're gonna be like no, but they're gonna try to do everything possible to make you accept these things. So this woman with a hijab doing laundry for her family, because you can clearly see that this kind of stuff is not only for her, but she's doing laundry for a bunch of people. Clearly, it wasn't the grown woman, but they tried to make me imagine her as an underage. That's how it goes.